Hello, Peter.
Hello, Victoria. It's good to see you again
Yeah,
after so many months.
It's good to see you too. So I'm going to take an interview, and you're my interviewee.
I'd be delighted.
I'm going to ask you some questions about your language center. Are you ready to answer it?
Yes, I'm all yours.
Okay, let's start a little bit from the past. So, what foreign languages do you know?
Well, I speak 3 foreign languages because I'm a teacher of English. Of course, I speak English the best. My French is worse than my English, although I studied it at the university. And I also speak German, which is worse than my my French. So English, French, German.
Nice choice.
Well, not bad. Yes, I studied French and English at the university.
Mm-hmm. And you told me about university. So what kind of education did you receive?
I studied at Moscow International University of Friendship, named after Patrice Lumumba.
Mm-hmm.
So I studied there for 7 years, and I got a master's degree. So I've got a master's degree in history, French and English.
Oh, it's cool.
Cool enough, yes, cool enough. So our university was one of the first universities that switched to bachelor and master degree program back in the Soviet Union times, in the late 80s and in the early 90s.
Okay, and why did you decide to teach foreign languages?
It just came as a necessity. I was a second-year student when my father died, and simply I wanted to eat, and I wanted to earn some living. And all of a sudden, one day, my brother called me and said, "Listen, Peter, I have a woman. We work together, and she has a part-time job at a foreign languages center in Krlatske, which is in the west of Moscow." And he said to me that one teacher there had left the group, and there was a group with no teacher. And he said, "Would you like to give it a try?" I said, "Yeah, but I've never taught English before." He said, "Well, give it a try." So I decided to risk it, and I loved it, fell in love with it. So it became my second nature, almost my second nature, to teach English. And I teach English every day, from early in the morning till late at night.
And do you like it?
Of course. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't be doing it.
Well, and what was like the first teaching experience that time?
That time? Well, of course, my first and second lessons, I had butterflies in my stomach. I felt very nervous. I remember failing to fall asleep after my second lesson, I think, because something went wrong there. Something went wrong, and I think I asked some of the questions asked by students. I answered some of the questions asked by students, but at some point I failed to answer some of the questions, and I felt so frustrated that I couldn't sleep after the second lesson. But then, of course, the question is, what did I learn from that? Every lesson I learned something. So by teaching English to my students, I learned a lot myself. My English got better and better gradually.
I think it's natural now.
Natural, so natural.
And how did the idea of creating a foreign language center come about?
I think the timing was right. It was the summer of '91. So I had been teaching English in Krlatske for about 7 months, and I got better and better, and I felt that I was enjoying it, and the money was good. Despite big problems in our country. As you remember, it was '91, the transition period from market economy to from planned economy to market economy. And one day I just popped into my school principal's study. Principal, he used to be our principal at school, when the school where I studied. And I said to him, look, I'm thinking of teaching English here. Would you like me to teach English here in the evening? He said, yeah, I would be delighted. He said, you're my student, so I'll help you. I mean, my former pupil, I'll help you. God bless him. So, and that's how I started teaching English in the suburb of Moscow in September. Basically, it was more convenient for me because after Lumumba University, I would have to travel by public transport to Krylatskaya and then go back home, which would take up a significant amount of time. Yes, so basically from those small beginnings.
And tell us about a little about the development of the center, like since that time.
We have had our ups and downs. We started very well, but then I think some economic we did pull through some economic problems that we had in our country. Of course, we were affected by them. Then when there was a default in August of '98, so we were severely hit. So everything went down. The number of students went down. Our revenue went down. We did pick up. We did recover. Maybe after a couple of years. In general, yes, we've been improving all the time. I'm very happy that we have very good teachers. We have very experienced teachers. Even if some teachers are young, they are still very good. Their English is very good. That's the main criteria.
Of course. And how has the latest pandemic affected your business?
Oh yeah, we were hit. We were harshly hit. When it just rolled in,
yes,
when we were blanketed by it, we immediately switched to online lessons because, as you remember, there was our president declared a 10 or 12-day holiday period, it was called, but actually
it was self-isolation.
Yes, it meant that everybody was to be self-distanced and stay at home, right? And so we were not allowed to teach in our offices, so we switched to online learning. We lost about a quarter of our students who said that they would not study online. They refused categorically. So the others, yes, they kept studying online. They started studying online. And it worked, actually, it did work.
And how are online classes different from face-to-face classes?
Face-to-face. Face-to-face classes, let's face it, I like face-to-face lessons more in classes. I prefer them. But online lessons, they did help us to survive, actually. And I did find some benefits from online learning. For example, when you speak online, it's practically the same compared to when you speak in the class, right? When you do some text, work with the text, do some grammar, it's almost the same. But the advantage of classes is that when it comes to writing, so you get more in the class, of course. So I would say that online studying in the class is 1/3 or 33.333% better than online studies. The benefit of online learning is how it helped us. In the past, when a student couldn't come to the lesson either due to the weather conditions or feeling unwell, they would just cancel the lesson. Now, if they still can have a lesson, feel slightly unwell but can still have a lesson, they they call us and say, look, I can study online, let's switch to online lessons. So thus, that way, our class lessons, they turned into hybrid lessons. For example, now we've got some groups, and sometimes one or two students cannot come, and with almost everybody in the class, one or two students, they just switch in, and via Zoom we have hybrid lessons, both simultaneously in the class and online.
It's a nice opportunity for everyone, I think.
Right.
And a little bit about your teaching methods. Maybe they are not the same, like they're different from other teachers' methods.
Well, you should know it better.
Yes, it's true. So maybe.
So what are they?
Using videos and different situations, like live situations, and also music. So I have watched the latest.
Precisely,
video.
precisely, yes. Spot on. Well, you're right. It's actually it's a mixture of different things. Many in the past, during Soviet times, there would be only grammar, right?
Right.
Which was not right, but it can't be blamed because of the Iron Curtain we had at that time. So later, it all switched to speaking only, which was good, but it lacked grammar. So now I think it's the right time when all the things have come together. Studying grammar properly, speaking properly, a lot of speaking and listening, watching the news, watching videos. So it's a nice fusion these days, isn't it?
Of course, development in different spheres, not only in English.
Yeah, that's right.
Economical sphere.
Yes, and all the sources we've got now and the tools. I think it's the healthiest atmosphere, isn't it?
Yes.
So I've been using them all. So that's my method of teaching now.
It's perfect. I think.
Fusion. That's the method.
Fusion.
Nothing new in it. Nothing new.
But all is right.
Yes. I'm sure we're going the right direction.
So I should answer this. I think I should answer these questions like in the past time. But your center provided an opportunity to study foreign languages abroad. And how is education organized in another country?
Well, we deal only with England, the USA, and Germany.
Yes.
So we have sent a lot of people to study in England and in Germany. Not as many to America. Not as many to America. What happens is we normally send students to study there in summer. People of all ages, depending on their age or their level of English, their preferences, they are sent to study in England, for example. So we choose nice locations for that. Mostly it's at the seaside in the south of England, because the south of England is known for its nice, mild climate. It's very sunny. People study at colleges there. They have from 15 to 24 hours of English every week, depending on how intensive they want the course to be. And most of our students, they stay in host families in England. In English host families, they are provided with they are served breakfast there and dinner. So and they learn to speak English. They improve their English by speaking to their local English host families. They speak English when they are at school or college. They speak English to teachers who are native speakers from England or Ireland or Scotland. They speak English to their group mates, students from other countries in the group. And of course they come across many English people in shops and in the town, in the city. So it's a nice experience. It's worth a lot. It's worth a lot. It's worth every penny spent on it.
Yeah. It's my dream.
Well, let your dream come true one day.
Yes. So, and the last question is, what do you think about the further development of the Foreign Language Center?
Well, at the moment, times are not easy.
Yes.
Times are not easy, but Actually, it's a challenge for us, so we're working very hard. Me personally, I work 7 days a week. I work 7 days a week, and many of my employees, our teachers, they work, well, if not 7, at least 6 days a week. So yeah, we're improving, and I think we will succeed. We will succeed.
Yes.
I hope that trips to England will resume after coronavirus restrictions. I hope they will resume. So here is hoping.
Yes, it was hoping. I wish you good luck, and
Thank you.
let this dream of the center come true.
Thank you very much. And the same to you. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.